everyone doing? I hope you're having an amazing day. I'm trying to clean up my memory here, and it didn't clean up as much as you thought. But we're going to just work with what we got. I just wanted to say good morning, see how everyone was doing. I hope everyone had a wonderful Mother's Day. We celebrated my mother. My kids did, come by and drop off I wanted one of those wind spinner things. They got me one of those, but we're going to do some more stuff this weekend. So my husband has a concert or something, outdoor concert or something he wants us to go to Saturday evening, so that should be a lot of fun. But y'all, I have big news. Sorry, I need lotion on my legs. I got some at the office. Nick got his driving learner's permit yesterday, y'all. Yes, he did. I had to take off of work, y'all. I don't know if this is the same where you guys live, but if you have a child that is coming up on driving age, or if you need to renew your driver's license, you can't just show up at the DPS office or DMV or wherever it is that you're supposed to get your driver's license. You actually have to go online and make an appointment. And the appointments here in the Dallas area, you're talking 4 to 6 months out, at least for the new license. Oh my goodness, yes. So, y'all, it is, I set an appointment back in, I think, March for him, and the appointment was not, would you stop? Sorry. It was, the appointment wasn't until June. And then I was reading online, I'm like, you can't cancel your appointment, or you can't look to see if there's any sooner appointments, to see maybe if somebody canceled or an opening came open without canceling your appointment. So I went online, searched around, and people were saying, use a different, change the spelling of your name, change a number in your birth date, because that's not records. I mean, the information you put online to get the appointment is not going on your driver's license. It's coming off the application. So I did that, and we were able to get an appointment actually in Greenville, which was an hour and 20 minute drive for us, which I'm familiar with it. My mom is actually from Greenville, Texas. But I actually don't think I have ever driven there by myself. So we drove there yesterday. I got him out of school early, and we headed that way. And y'all, it was, if you're in the Metroplex and you've got a kid, you need to go get a license. I would highly suggest the drive there. The drive wasn't that bad. And we got there. The appointment was at 3. And I'm like, we're just going to go early because, I mean, it's crazy at the DPS office here in my area. Crazy. So packed, so full. I go in there, and there's only one other person in there. And we get there at like 2:20, 2:25. Our appointment's not till 3. Lady takes us right in, and they have to have a verification of enrollment letter from the school. It's a form letter, y'all. And the one I had, it's only good for 30 days. And when I asked for it from the school, she asked me when his appointment was, and I told her May. I had an appointment in June, but I just told her May because I knew I was going to try to get in sooner. And she dated it, and it was only good for 30 days. She didn't date it ahead of time or anything, and it was only, so I didn't realize that. So I get in there, and the lady's super nice, and she goes, everything else will work, but this, we do need it updated. And I had his schedule, I had his attendance record, I had his report card, I have everything printed out here. But I called the school, and his school lady was a snot, and she was like, those letters are only good for 30 days, and you have to come in and actually pick one up. We don't email those. We don't send those out. It's a form letter. All she's got to do is type in my student's name and the date. That's it. There ain't nothing else that lady's got to do other than put her signature on it. And so I'm like, ma'am, can you please make an exception this time? I go, I understand it's my fault. The letter was only good for 30 days. It is completely my fault that I'm in this situation. But it is taking 6 months in order to get appointments at the DPS for driver's license. And I said, I had to drive almost an hour and a half to get here to get his appointment. Is there any way? They are saying they will take an emailed copy. If you could please email it. So she put me on hold. She's like, I'm going to have to ask somebody else. And then she comes back and she goes, fine, give me the email address, but I'm busy, so it's going to be a while. I'm like, that is perfectly fine. I'm willing to wait. Thank you. And actually, so they took us. They're like, go ahead and sit down. We sat down with the man, super nice. Walked Nick through everything he needed to fill out and sign, and, you know, took his picture and did his thumbprints. And by the time we were done, she actually had it emailed. So we got all that. So he's got his learner's permit. And I did not let him drive home. Nope. Because it was like traffic time on highways. And I was not ready for a brand new driver driving in rush hour traffic in Dallas. Not at all. So we're supposed to go do some more driving tonight. His driving school that he went to, he can drive with them, I think, 7 times. So we're going to space that out. He has to have his learner's permit for 6 months, and then he gets his real license. So that's our exciting news. Nick is going to be on the road, so y'all watch out. But in addition, so I'm almost at work. It's just late. Yeah. But I haven't gotten to film anything. I've got a couple hauls and things I need to share with you. Like 2 weeks ago, Joan and I hit an estate sale. I picked up a couple things there, a couple things at a thrift store. Joan over at Thrift Queen. So I haven't shared that with you guys. It's just been super busy in our family. We've had birthdays and, of course, Mother's Day. And this kid's been keeping me busy. So I apologize for not having the videos out. But I do hope everyone is doing great. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me. Now, if you are, I'll try to timestamp everything down below. It's a little late to tell you that now. But if you do read the comments, hopefully it's there. I have a couple of casseroles that I made over the last week that I filmed. So I am always looking for a really easy, super affordable dinner to make for my family. Something that we can eat that night, maybe have leftovers to save for lunches, maybe a casserole to, you know, share with someone if I need to. I know when my daughter-in-law had her first baby, my first grandson, I made a whole bunch of freezer casseroles for her and put them in little foil containers, wrapped them up, sealed them up, and put them in bags and wrote on there what you could do. And it's great for meal prep. It's great for giving, you know, somebody that's, you know, maybe not feeling well, something to cook, something for a potluck or something. We're getting back in potluck season, right? But anyway, so y'all stay tuned. And I didn't film every detail. I just kind of told you what I'm doing, showed you end results. So stay tuned for that. Maybe it'll give you some new ideas of something to make. Y'all remember to thank God for today, because it truly is a gift. I'll see y'all next video. Bye-bye. Okay, hey y'all. I think I have showed y'all this before, but it is definitely worth repeating. We are making a casserole tonight. My dad calls it Spanish rice casserole. When I was little, we lived in East Texas. My dad got a job here in Dallas, and he stayed here during the week with their best friends and then would drive home on the weekends. So he'd go out to eat for lunch and stuff, and he went to a restaurant and had this casserole and came back home, kind of recreated it. And this is my version of it. I kind of change it up. So in this pan, I have a pound of ground beef. Use whatever ground meat you like. I have some chopped onion, some chopped bell pepper, and some minced garlic. Use however much of those items that you like, okay? Use a whole onion if you want. I used about 1/4 of a giant onion, okay? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to drain some of the grease. I'm going to put in a packet of taco seasoning. And I haven't done this before, but I'm going to put in about half of this ranch packet. And then I'm going to add a little water, and we're going to let that cook. After we do that, I'm going to add in these diced green tomatoes, a can of drained corn, and a can of chili beans. And I'm also going to add some cooked rice. Normally we would add in uncooked instant rice, but she's hungry tonight. I don't want to wait. And if it looks too dry, I'm going to add in this tomato sauce. So we're going to wait and see. So let me get these sauces in here. Okay, I added in my whole packet of taco seasoning and half a packet of that ranch. I did season my meat before that with some salt and pepper. Not a whole lot of salt. I don't really use much salt. Pepper. And I also added a little bit, actually, of the Kinder's lemon pepper, because it just smells so good, and I just got it and I wanted to try it. So you season how you like. If you want to add some more cumin in here, some cayenne, you do that. So you see this kind of saucy. I'm going to let this cook down a little bit so that this meat gets a really good flavor, and then I'll be back. Okay, so the meat is done. Here is everything in here. My meat's in there. So I've got my cooked rice. Now, you don't have to cook your rice. You can put uncooked instant rice in there and let it cook in the oven. But I'm hungry. And if you cook your instant rice, you know, you can add some flavor to it. So I cooked this in some chicken stock. Let me give it a good flavor. Here's my diced tomatoes with chilies or rotel. These are my chili beans or ranch style beans, and this is my corn. And my meat is down here on the bottom. I'm going to stir all this together and see if it looks good. If not, I'll add some more tomato sauce. If not, I'm just going to put some cheese on top, put it in the oven for 350 for about 15 or 20 minutes. I'll show you before it goes in the oven. Okay, I think this is okay, and I think it's okay because the rice is cooked. If I had uncooked rice in here, I'll just let you see the consistency. If I had uncooked rice in here, I probably would go ahead and add this other little can, this one of those little small cans of tomato sauce, because the rice would cook and it would soak up some of the juices. So I'm just going to cover this in cheese and put it in the oven, like I said, at 350 for about 15 or 20 minutes, and I'll show you when it comes out. And here it looks going into the oven. Alright, y'all, here it is. Look at this. Now you can let it get a little more bubbly and brown on top, but I like it just like this. She's hungry, so let's scoop some out. Ooh. That was not a good scoop, was it? Maybe it's a spoon. Yeah, it's the spoon. Spoons are not a good scooper. Hold on. Alright, let's try this again. Now it's hot. If you let it sit, it'll sit, right? But this is good. My family loves it. The cheese kind of melted down in there, so keep a little extra cheese out. And that is it, y'all. I'm gonna put some more cheese on top. There you go, Spanish rice casserole, my dad's recipe. See y'all next time. Okay, y'all, I am making a super easy meal tonight for supper, so I wanted to share this with y'all. So I bought, when I went to Sam's or Costco, one of the two, I went ahead and bought a rotisserie chicken. So I pulled off about half, not quite half the chicken. So I put it in here. You can use rotisserie chicken, you can boil some chicken or leftovers, or if you got a couple of thighs or something you don't know what to do with, go ahead and cook them up. If they're frozen, put them in the air fryer. I have 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, 1 can of mixed vegetables drained, a small container of sour cream, and I actually added some spray butter because I don't have any real butter. So I added a little bit of that in here, and then I added some peppers, some lemon peppers, some seasoned salt, and I have the pasta cooking right now, and I'm going to add some cheese. I will put all the ingredients that I use in the description box below, and then I'm going to put it in the oven for 20 to 30 minutes, and it's done. The longest part was pulling the chicken off the bone and waiting for the pasta to get done. So I'll show you the rest, and then we'll put it in the oven, and I'll show you when it comes out. Okay, so I put in about half a cup of this grated parm, and then I'm using about 3/4 of this bag of pizza blend because it has mozzarella and cheddar in it. And I'm just going to mix that in here. Our chicken is in here, our soups, our sour cream, our seasoning, everything is in here. Our pasta is boiling. I know traditionally you normally see like spaghetti or linguine, but this is what I have, so this is what we're using. So that's the great thing about a recipe. You just kind of customize it to what you have or what you like. This is whole grain pasta, so I like to cook it a little bit longer than al dente because I don't like that kind of raw taste. But we're about to add that in with everything else and go ahead and put it back there in our casserole dish and bake it off. Okay, so here's pasta. I used half a box. It's a 16-ounce box, and I may not even use all of that, so I've got it in here. Steam makes it where y'all can't see. So we're just going to mix this together. I'm going to grease the pan, and then we're going to bake it off. So I'll finish stirring this up. All right, here we are. I put this in a greased casserole dish. I put the rest of the cheese on top, a little parsley for color. This is going to go into a 350 oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. Basically, everything's already cooked. It's just got to come together. So I'll show you when it comes out and we plate it up. All right, y'all, here it is. Chicken Tetrazini Super easy, super quick. I had it in there about 25 minutes, and then I turned it on broil because I like this brown cheesy look. Y'all want to see the side? All right, y'all know it falls apart whenever you don't let it cool. So if you let it cool, it sticks together a little more. That's why the casserole from yesterday kind of fell apart, because she went in too early, but I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. This would also be good with some broccoli in it instead of the mixed vegetables. Y'all, look at that. Look at that cheese. Look at that. Look at that cheese. There we go. Ooey and gooey and yummy. There is our chicken Tetrazini. I hope you enjoyed these recipes. Let me know if you have a favorite recipe and I will give it a try. Remember to thank God for today because it truly is a gift. I'll see y'all next time.